I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty. First up to speak, we're going to have Barry McGoey, president of Local 628. Barry?
Thank you, Brian. Thanks for all the people coming out here tonight. Unfortunately, here we go again. This seems like an annual event for the Yonkers Fire Department. Every time there's a budget crunch, they say, let's cut the fire department, let's close companies. We don't need these guys. Well, as recently as last night, one of our off-duty firefighters, Firefighter Richard Rodriguez, it should be all over the news tomorrow, was up at La Lanterna restaurant having a celebratory lunch with his family because his daughter graduated from high school. And while he was there, screams for help. Help, somebody help. So of course, who sprung to action? A firefighter, Richie Rodriguez. Right there, Richie observed that he was unconscious, unbleeding. He was unconscious, had no pulse, was not breathing, and did not have an obstructed airway. Rich knew what it was, cardiac arrest. He immediately started CPR. But before he did that, he was smart enough to say, somebody called 911, and they did. So after a few minutes of Rich doing unassisted CPR, 310 arrived, and they took over and assisted him. By that time, the man had regained consciousness. And about 4 or 5 minutes after that is when Empress arrived. So when they tell you the firefighters, you don't need firefighters to be there, to be the first responders, that your life is not on the line. That is an example from yesterday, just yesterday afternoon, where a Yonkers firefighter knew what to do, and he did it. That's one of the added benefits of the first responder program, that while we're out there, not working, we can respond and save people's lives. What they don't want you to know either is that a second benefit of the first responder program is that we can save each other's lives at a fire. And every firefighter that's here knows that rough night on Waverly Street when we lost Pat Joyce. But we had 2 other critically injured firefighters. And it's because we have EMTs and paramedics as firefighters that emergency care was given to 2 other firefighters, 2 other great firefighters, Firefighter Bill Canick and Joe Murray. And because of heroic efforts of their fellow firefighters, their lives were saved. And we only had 1 casualty that night. So just keep that in mind, that the work that we do not only keeps the citizens of Yonkers safe, but also keeps the firefighters safe. You know, we were pretty instrumental a few months ago in assisting the mayor, Mayor Mike Spano, in getting elected. We did everything we can. And people said, what did he promise you? He didn't promise us anything. We were expecting that when Mayor Spano got into office, that we'd have somebody reasonable that we could deal with, that we wouldn't be the target every time there was a budget crunch. Let's cut the firefighters. We don't need these guys. They're a waste. They're a waste of money. And unfortunately, we've seen that Mike Spano, Mayor Mike Spano, has become like every other politician that thinks that firefighters are dispendable, that we really don't need them, that we're a necessary evil. Well, shame. Shame on him, shame on the city council, shame on anybody that feels that way. More than just a dollar on a ledger board. We keep each other safe, and we keep the citizens safe.